We're here today to talk about nutrition and about food. You know, some of you may wonder, at this point for me, I'm 4 weeks out from my show from the IFBB Pro California Bodybuilding Championships. I've been doing this for a long time, so to me it's kind of second nature. But for some of you out there, you might be saying to yourself, well, what do these guys eat? Well, it's funny when I actually look at it and I break it down. I was talking to one of my clients in the gym today, and we were talking about how much food you eat in the off season. And I mean, I'll go through what I'm currently eating. I've laid out here all of my food. It's kind of interesting. I wake up early in the morning. I wake up at 5:30, and I have my first meal, which is here. It's 26 grams of carbohydrates. I have oatmeal, half a cup. And with that, I'm going to have about 75 grams of protein. So I'll have a scoop of casein, and I'll also have a scoop of isolate, and I'll have 8 ounces of liquid egg white. I do that because it gives me a little bit of fullness, but also the isolate, it's a little quicker absorbing, tastes great. I use the 619 Muscle Angel Food Cake Whey Isolate, which is the bomb. This is actually my diet saver. I have it several times a day, as we'll talk about, but it's delicious. I have it post-workout, and I have it in meals 2 and 3 because it's sweet. It's straight up isolate, non-GMO, hormone-free. Besides that, 0 carb, 26 grams of protein, and only 1 fat. So that's meal 1. For me, it's about 26 grams of carbs, like I said, 5:30 in the morning, 75 grams of protein. And then I'll cook. Some of you may have seen on my Snapchat meals 2 and 3, which are my oatmeal protein powder egg white meals. In this, I have 3/4 of a cup of oats for meal 2 and 3/4 of a cup of oats for meal 3. Now with that, I'll also have a scoop of whey and a scoop of casein as well. And I'll have the balance of the 2 and actually 3 cups more of liquid egg white. So that's a total of another 39 grams of carbs times 2, and then also 75 grams of protein and 75 grams of protein. All of it's low fat. We keep the fat low because we want the body to metabolize, of course, the body fat. Just enough fat which is inherent in the food altogether. Hey Bubba, what's up, man? How you doing, bud? And that's my buddy. Now, immediately post-workout, because I usually train after meal 3, immediately post-workout, what we're doing now with Coach Don Long is he's giving me 50 grams of simple carbs, which I'll have in the form of rice, or these here I have Rice Krispies because they go in quick, they taste great. I have 1 scoop of Angel Food Cake, goes in 25 grams of carbs, or excuse me, of protein, 25 grams of protein, and 50 grams of carbs. Bam, goes right in. I mix it in my shaker bottle, or if it's regular rice, I'll eat that as well. Oh. Goes in to replenish. Tastes fantastic. Oh. What's up, bud? He wants food too. Now beyond that, meals 4, 5, and 6. Thanks to my new food prep sponsor, the Muscle Mill, located right across the street from the gym on Garnet Avenue. I have 60 grams of carbs, or excuse me, 60 grams of protein, 60 to 70 grams of protein, and 9 ounces of tilapia and mahi-mahi. I have these for meals 4, 5, and 6. With a cup of greens, today I prefer broccoli. And with these 3 meals, there's usually no carbs. Occasionally, depending on what Coach Don Long says, we've had up to 2 grams of, or 2 cups of carbs, or 100 grams of carbs per meal in the off season and on and through. But now, with only 4 weeks to go, there's really not that much room for carbs. We're trying to really get lean, get that body to metabolize away all the fat. So carbs are very low, especially post-training. Other than a recovery meal, meals 4, 5, and 6 are carb-free except for greens. Now that usually takes me through till about 10 p.m. at night. And I'll come home, I'll shower up, I'll spend a few minutes with my wife before she goes to bed. And she's filming. And then beyond that, my last meal of the day, which is really my treat, I have 2 scoops of Optimum Nutrition, the Chocolate Supreme, or the Dutch Chocolate whey, or casein rather. In this I make with a little bit of egg white and a fair amount of water to make a pudding. I usually put it in the fridge for a few minutes to keep it cold. It's amazing. And I may sometimes also take out half a scoop of the casein to bring in, once again, the 619 Muscle Angel Food Cake whey isolate protein. Which I'll do is I'll make this into a sticky pudding, delicious, chocolate, and I'll sprinkle it with the whey isolate. So that's going to give me at bedtime another 50 grams of protein. So the total for the day is somewhere between 60 to 70, 200 grams plus 50 grams is 250 to 260 grams of protein, plus another 25 is 275 grams of protein, plus I have 75 times 3, which is 225. So I'm getting somewhere around 450 or just a little bit more grams of protein per meal. And carbohydrates are somewhere around, at this point in my diet, 25 plus about 80, which is around 105 plus 50 post-workout. So that's going to be 150, 160 grams of protein. Cardio, just so you guys know, is 80 minutes a day. I do 40 minutes in the morning, 40 minutes at night. Sometimes I divide that up into 3, depending on how my schedule for my workday goes. We're doing that 6 days a week. That's burning about 1,050 calories, and that's the assignment from Coach Don right now, based on how my body responds. At 4 weeks out, we're pushing it. That's how it's going. Very lean, very low fat. Some people believe differently in terms of having a contest prep program higher in fats. But the truth is, I take essential fatty acids 3 times a day. I take 3 capsules. And other than that, the fat that's inherent in the food, and with Coach Don in our program, we've always run very low fat, so the body's forced to use stored body fat, adipose tissue, for energy in the absence of the carbohydrates. It doesn't feel good when your carbs are super low. For me right now, 160 grams of carbs is pretty low, considering what I was eating in the off season, which was actually almost triple this. I was eating around 600 grams of carbs in the off season. Protein was a little bit higher, and fats at that point were much higher. In the off season, we'll use peanut butter, almond butter, nuts. We love nuts, and I use some avocado, olive oil on my vegetables. But at this point now, everything is super lean, super clean. We're drinking 2 gallons of water per day, supplementing with vitamins, minerals in the morning, vitamin C, branched chain amino acids throughout the course of the day. We'll talk at another time on another video about total daily supplement usage in terms of all of the different supplements that we're using other than the protein powder. But for now, this is it. This is my food. I look at it here laid out and I'm starving. I'm ready to eat. So dig in, 4 weeks out, follow us, Project Shredded, 619 Muscle TV.